So, hello everyone. My name is Rakesh Bhakta, MBA student at University Canada West. This research assessment is for course CMPT 641 Digital Transformation and presented by me, Rakesh Bhakta Bellikoth, submitted to Dr. Professor Samuel Lee. And here I'm going to discuss about information and communication trends that companies can use in order to secure a promising future in their respective industries. This session has been recorded and the link will be on the first slide of this presentation. So the agenda of the presentation is to give owners of varying size, small, medium, large, new person startup, an overview of five most important trends in the information and communication technology and show them how they may apply these developments in their own organization. The structure of the presentation looks like this. So agenda, introduction, Trend 1 is Metaverse, Trend 2 blockchain, Trend 3 artificial intelligence, Trend 4 edge computing, and lastly big data analytics. And we have references and conclude Q&A at the last of the session. So let's start. So this is the introduction slide. So what is technology? So technology refers to the application of scientific findings of the practical goals of a human life, or as it is sometimes referred to the modifications and manipulations of the human world. So here, basically, what is information and communication technology? So information and communication technology refers to the tools and systems that make contemporary computers possible. Although there is no agreed upon definition for ICT, the phrase commonly refers to the collection of hardware, software, networking infrastructure that enables corporation, non-profits, governments, and criminal organizations to connect in cyberspace. So a few applications of information and communication technology are e-commerce, e-governance, banking, agriculture, education, medicine, defense, transportation, and many other industries rely on this. So, and the five information and technology trends which I am going to discuss in this presentation are Metaverse, blockchain, artificial intelligence, edge computing, and big data analytics. So the examples I have took are for the businesses are Athirat, an Indian startup business, Veracity Collab, a small business, Genesis, a medium-sized business, and Disney, a large business model. So what is a metaverse? As a technical manner, a metaverse is an online community that exists when augmented reality merges with the digital realm. To put it simply, a metaverse can be thought of as a next generation of internet, which evolved from a collection of uncollected bulletin boards and websites. These locations evolved into nodes on a common digital map, presaging the future metaverse. A metaverse is neither vendor neutral or independent of hardware. By using digital currencies and non-fundable tokens, those are NFTs, this virtual economic operates autonomously from other NFTs. So metaverse are combinational innovation, which means they rely on the wide range of different technologies and social movements to work. Some of these tendencies include VR, AR, work arrangements, HMDs, and AR cloud, the IoT, 5G, AI, and spatial computing. So next slide. Uh, so as I mentioned, metaverse in a small business can be very useful for businesses like Veracity Collab. So Veracity Collab uh, gives takes a very great small enterprise which uses metaverse to cut expenses by removing the need of expensive physical infrastructure. So as a metaverse is an immersive and participatory space, it can assist local companies increase client participation. Some of the benefits are Veracity can use metaverse as a platform to advertise itself. Will they there will be a high return of investment when they once they invest, and they can have a web conferencing on the platform. So and one of the most big risk is that the database management is really hard in Veracity Collab. So, and the medium-sized business, Genesis, can use this metaverse platform to quickly adapt and have a high reach, and use digital currencies to have its own platform in metaverse. And the risk involved in this are data privacy issues and increased cost. So, as we know, one of the large media giant, Disney, is planning to go to metaverse and Disney in metaverse. So, we hope Disney World can make into metaverse so that it can help people to experience Disney World from home, and it has the door-to-door reach, which is a big move for the Disney. And there is a high investment risk in that, and database management will be very hectic job. For startup companies like Athirat, a gaming company which is doing simple games in India, can use this to have cultural identities, but the companies will be at stake if they plan to go into metaverse in such a earlier stage. So it's a huge risk and decision to make. Next slide. So the next trend I'm going to explain is blockchain. So blockchain improves data trust, security, transparency, and traceability when applied to the business network while providing cost saving and new efficiencies. So blockchain technology is the business world in the business world uses a distributed digital ledger that can be altered without the knowledge of the participating node. So the benefits of blockchain technology are enhanced security, greater transparency, automation, increased efficiency and speed, instant traceability. And risk are it's not easy to integrate blockchain into a protocols. There is a lack of standardization, low estimated value of cryptocurrencies, inadequate measurements, and the need of for high energy is very high. So, and as you can see here, transaction requested and then the block is represented, transaction is created, then each block will go to its network, and those nodes should have to validate it themselves. Nodes receive a reward for the proof of the work, block is added to existing blockchain, transaction is complete. This is quite complex, so there are certain risks to adapt this into the business. So blockchain on different size businesses. So as I mentioned, I have took four types of businesses here. The large type includes Walt Disney, a medium sized business is Jenny's, small sized business is Veracity Collab, and startup is the Athirat. It's an Indian startup. So if they implement blockchain idea in their company, so Walt Disney can come up with an idea like Dragon Chain, um, and using blockchain, it will be very easy to audit, and it can use streamlined royalty payments to make at the Disney World. But the risk is confidentiality of the users. There might be some data leak or something. And Genesis, so they can make their transactions more transparent and all over the world, and micro payments and usage based payments can be done. So the only risk would be the system outrage, which can be controlled with proper precautionary measures. And Veracity Collab for small businesses, it can be more reliable one and non-centralized processing one, but operational flaws should be taken into consideration when they want to implement blockchain. And when it comes to startup, easy processing and immutable advertising metrics. So there might be software flaws, which the developers need to work on. And we'll go to the next ICT trend, that is artificial intelligence. So basically, artificial intelligence stands for short for AI, describes computer programmers or systems that can learn and adapt through repeated interaction of their environment. There are various AI manifestations, and here, as you see in the image, so there is deep learning, neural networks, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. So you train a system to become better every day. So there are certain benefits and risk of this technology, which I'm going to discuss in the next slide. So benefits of artificial intelligence are, so taking over repetitive tasks. You can use artificial intelligence to make repetitive tasks, perform complex tasks in a fraction of time it takes a human operator to complete. So artificial intelligent machine or a robot can do a human work very easily, producing outcomes that can be easy to understand. Yes, artificial intelligence can be used to produce outcomes which are easy to understand, either yes or no. And AI machines can be developed into hazardous environment, thus reducing the risk to humans. So yeah, using robots, we can use the robots to help the fire accident buildings, and robots can do the human work. So human efforts can be reduced here. And going on to the challenges and risk, which is with the artificial intelligence, developing a AI system is currently too difficult because it needs complex programming knowledge, and widespread of AI raises a number of ethical, moral, and legal issues that are yet to be addressed. And benefit of AI technologies accrue to be a few rich and wealthy owners of investment capital, and possess high negative impact on traditional skills and increasing inequality as a result. So there are few very risky and challenging points with AI, but if humans tend to make artificial intelligent robots or anything, they might have to proceed. But if humans can create something, they can also destroy it. So, but we have to be very careful while implementing this kind of technology into our business. Let's see how the companies can implement this trend. So yeah, Walt Disney can use it for predictive analytics. It has such a huge number of data, so it can use it for predictive analytics. And privacy violations might be some risk when a robot is going to do human work. And we can use the artificial intelligent machine as a virtual agent or deep voice agent. And there will be market volatility for medium-sized businesses. And companies like small companies and startups can use AI to make chatbots, which will be available 24, and AI customer service, where they don't have anything, where humans don't have much contribution to do. All things can be automated and done by a machine. So, but the thing is, AI is a trained machine. So here humans, uh, as we think, AI can't think. So there will be lack of out of the box thinking. And to make a AI machine, it's very hard. So it needs high investment. And one more challenge is that the cost of creation of a humanoid robot. So next. So this is the next trend I'm going to discuss, which is edge computing. The term edge computing is used to describe a new style of computing that centers on or very close to the user's physical location. So using edge computing, by using the right IoT devices, we can connect, and using our gestures or any other movement, we can connect ourselves from a place where we are and do our work to other systems. So one of the Dell technologies approach diagram is here. So as it shows, from edge to private cloud and to public cloud. So we can use the right devices to manipulate and use the industry leading ecosystem and connect the reliable supply chain and global support. So for this, we need modern application services, data services, consistent management and operations, which can be done by an automation or achieved by human efforts, and edge connectivity and optimized infrastructure, which need to be very end to end. So this is edge computing, and the benefits and risks of edge computing are, so the key benefits of edge computing are cost effective solutions. It provides cost effective solution. It's not as much as expensive as an AI, and interoperability between legal and modern devices, faster response time, reliable operations with intermittent connectivity, security and compliance. And risk allotted with a edge computing are, information is more vulnerable to hacking when processed outside a company's normal security perimeter. So this is one thing they should keep in mind. And given their frequent deployment in unsupervised settings, edge devices are vulnerable to physical interference or destruction. And when discovering and deploying edge devices, security teams face new challenges since edge devices are typically dispersed over a wide area. It can be very challenging to ensure their physical security. So data security, data privacy play a very important role while having a edge computing technology. So edge devices are especially vulnerable to cyber attacks because they are very close to link to rest of the network. So we have to be very careful of data leak and everything. So next is applied to the different sized businesses. So yeah, Walt Disney can use this for making real-time decisions. And yeah, since edge computing is open to all the network, it is open for intrusion. So Walt Disney has to be careful with the data leak. And other medium, small startup size devices can use it for to reduce the transmission delays and for resilience, and startup company like Athirat can use it to interconnect devices and have a uh, exposure in the field. And one of the risk which can be coming up with edge computing are physical manipulation, security breaches, and network protection. So these are some risk which comes with edge computing, which can be handled with highly trained people. So the last trend I am going to discuss here is big data analytics. So big data analytics is a structured or semi-structured and unstructured data from a wide variety of sources in the form of terabytes to zettabyte range. So these can be very acceptably cutted into edge analytical methods using big data analytics. And big data analytics is one of the field which comes into BI, big data visualization, big data analytics services, and database management system. Using these, companies can reach to very high uh, end into future when they want to establish themselves in the particular industry. So the difference for the different sized big data analytics, Walt Disney can use can use big data analysis to make detailed performance analysis. And as mentioned, the risk will be data privacy. Genes can use it for increased customer retention, can use the data to retain their customers and have one of their decision making should be to make the high investment. So this is one risk or a challenge to Genis. And Veracity Collab can retain the viewership and monetize the content using big data. And yes, as it's a small company, it might have to bear higher expenses. And Athirat can use big data to make effective media investment decisions. And one of the risk or the challenge for Athirat is since it's a startup, there are lack of workers. So I suggest Athirat can work on big data analytics as they grow. And next slide is the summary table. Here I have 4 types of business and 5 types of ICT trends, which I discussed, and each of which has its benefits and risk. So to sum up, Metaverse can be used by Walt Disney, Genes, Veracity, and Athirat for their respective purpose to establish themselves, have the advertisement, high return of investment, and adapt to digital currencies. But there is a risk allotted with those things, that is high investment risk, data privacy issues. And when it comes to blockchain, it's again they can use it to streamline royalty payments, make and decentralized processing and immutable advertising metrics. But there are few flaws which they have to take care of, which is confidentiality of the users, operational flaws. And using artificial intelligence for predictive analytics can be a good idea for Walt Disney. AI customer service chatbots can be made using artificial intelligence by small business and startups to make their business more reachable and easy for themselves, for the customers to handle customers. And computing and big data analytics need very crucial attention in data privacy and data security. So thank you. This is my explanation regarding the 5 ICT trends on 4 companies and benefits and risk, all which are with the companies. So these are the references go through and Q&A session, and thank you. So this is my research assessment 1 with Dr. Samuel Lee, course code CMPT641 and course name Digital Transformation. Thank you. My name is Rakesh Gupta. Thank you.